The evening sunset she will never forget, and the phenomenon that goes on and on. It's Rhyme and Reason 941.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh yeah.
Hey there, Tony here, and in this episode of the Rhyme and Reason podcast, I'm going to share a couple of stories with you. This isn't something I have done much of recently, and some people asked about if I could, and I thought, yeah, I can, so here you go. Amelia sat by the window, and the soft glow of the evening sunset shined warm shades of orange and yellow across the nursery. As twilight settled on the crib, she hoped tonight would be different, because her baby, Lily, had struggled with sleep for a week. But Amelia decided to try something new. So she gathered her ukulele, her songbook journal, her favorite pen, and her favorite chair into her favorite corner of her favorite room. And in that soft glow of the evening sunset, she wrote a lullaby. And she started out by softly humming to herself until she found a melody that felt good. And she knew she had to keep it simple so Lily could easily recognize it each night. Naturally, the song had to be personal, so she thought about their times together. Amelia's love for minor keys took her to the first and second lines of the lullaby. As she pictured herself holding Lily next to her heart, she wrote, "Yes, my love, I do adore you. Hear my heart, it's beating for you." Then she thought about how those special one-on-one moments would only go on forever in her own mind. Lily wouldn't remember them, but she would. So she wrote, "Private memories we will keep, but for now fall fast asleep." Next, Amelia wanted words to help Lily feel safe and loved, so she wrote the next 4 lines. "Leave the world and cares behind you. I'll make sure they cannot find you. You'll be safe in slumber deep, so for now, fall fast asleep." 2 verses were done, and almost like a gift from God, the chorus flowed right out of her. Amelia added 1 more verse, and then she rehearsed the whole lullaby a few times so she could tweak the words and the melody until it felt just right. And as she gently rocked Lily to sleep in what was left of the evening sunset, she sang the new lullaby. Lily's little mouth opened into a cute yawn, and her little blue eyes, hid behind her eyelids, closed. And Amelia felt a more peaceful connection to her baby than she had ever felt before. So as you might imagine, that new lullaby became their nightly ritual and the one special song to help Lily fall fast asleep into sweet dreams. Okay, just so you know, I'm actually the one who wrote the song Fall Fast Asleep. There might be a mom named Amelia somewhere who wrote a lullaby for her daughter Lily, but any relation or similarities to them found in the story, they're just purely coincidental. And you can listen to a sample of Fall Fast Asleep on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Tony Funderburk. And I'll share a little something else about that after I share this next story. And you'll enjoy this story much more if you use your best Irish or Scottish accent as you read. Even if you read it to yourself and you don't read it out loud. You're already getting your mind wrapped around it, aren't you? Yeah, the way that power of suggestion works, it's a mystical phenomenon. Yeah, and speaking of mystical phenomenons, I'm sure you've heard of the blue Celtic cloud, right? Some say it's not just a vapor, not just part of the sky, and some will swear the blue Celtic cloud is even more than just a mystical phenomenon. They'll swear that it's a living, shimmering entity that floats above the verdant highlands and rugged coastlines of Eire. In fact, I heard this story about it, and I'll share the story with you word for word. By the way, your accent, it's delightful. Anyway, here's the story. Rhiannon, a young druidess, was the guardian of the aforementioned blue Celtic cloud. She had inherited this sacred duty from her grandmother, Maeve, and Maeve had whispered tales of the cloud's power into Rhiannon's ears ever since she was a child. Maeve told her the blue Celtic cloud was no ordinary puff of vapor, not at all, because it contained the dreams and hopes of the Celtic people. And it could transform those dreams and hopes into healing rain to nourish the earth and all with hope, with their open hearts to music. And one crisp morning during the last few days of spring, as a mist kissed the heather-covered hills, Rhiannon felt a drop of water on her forehead. The blue Celtic cloud was swirling with luminous energy, even as the rest of the world was quiet and still. Emerald greens, rich purples, and sunlit golds shined from within. So Rhiannon chanted ancient incantations she learned from her grandmother, and the blue Celtic cloud descended and surrounded her in a soft, glowing mist. a gentle rain began to fall. But the strange thing about it was that Rhiannon didn't get wet, because the rain fell directly into her heart. Or at least it felt that way. And she could also feel the dreams and hopes of the Celtic people, as beautiful music also found its way to her heart. And without even realizing it, the song made her smile. It sure was a whimsical, wonderful, mystical phenomenon, but sadly, Rhiannon had no one to share the song with. So she sang it to the blue Celtic cloud, and she asked the cloud to send it to someone, someday, someway, who could and would pass it on to others. And the blue Celtic cloud promised to do just as she had asked. Finally, hundreds of years later, the cloud found an unsuspecting but willing songwriter to write down the words and compose the song. And that's how the 9th song on my Lullaby Bye collection of lullaby songs for kids, that's how it came about. Cross my heart and hope to fly. And again, you can listen to a sample of the Blue Celtic Cloud as well as other songs in the Lullaby Bye collection on youtube.com/Tony Funderburk. Just look for Lullaby Bye and you'll see a video where you can hear all the songs, samples of them. And when you do, it shouldn't even take a mystical phenomenon for you to jump on over to the Rhyme and Reason bookshop to get your special kids their very own Lullaby Bye coloring drawing songbook. And did I mention? No, I did not. There's a link in the book to download all the songs. Yeah, at no extra charge. It's in there. It's in the book. So go to the Rhyme and Reason bookshop on TonyFunderburk.com, or you can just go to Rhyme and Reason bookshop, all one word, rhymeandreasonbookshop.com, and it'll take you right to where you can get the Lullaby Bye book. And that does it for this episode of the Rhyme and Reason podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, this is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com, reminding you of the power of God's love.